Oh hey, my name's TENDO, and most days I would start these videos by saying, hey, I'm a reseller, I sell things on eBay, I go to the thrift store, something like this. And that is still true, and it is not likely to be any different anytime soon. However, today's a pretty big day for me because this will be the 100th daily video that I've posted in a row. And that's not that special in today's day and age, but I cannot stress enough how much I did not think I would be able to do it. Starting around COVID, I started posting daily videos, and I went a couple years, and the main arc of the success of this channel was right through that time. It was right before COVID we started. COVID kind of blew us up as it did many YouTubers. I probably wouldn't have had any success at all without COVID. I mean, it's hard to say, but it, it, it blew up a lot of YouTubers. But about when I got almost to 800 videos, it just got hard. It got really hard. Physical reasons, health reasons, and I stopped and I went to weekly videos. And when I did that, I still had a good time. I still made money. I enjoyed the switching up of that sort of daily, more raw content to then having a chance to make something a little more polished, etc. And we still had some success at that time. But as 999 out of 1,000 YouTubers with any success at all are going to find, it was not going to be enough to really be my everything, my main income, my main show. So a couple times I quit. And what was cool though, after that period was I knew, I wasn't going to get a lot of growth, but I knew that I had some sort of core audience that if I needed to go back or wanted to or was just feeling creative, you guys would always be the homies and have my back. And that was true every time. I quit a couple times for health reasons. I quit a couple times for any other reason. But when I was like, man, I'm feeling creative, I want to do something, I did it, and I made a little money for it, and got this positive interaction that we most often have, and that was awesome. But what I'm ultimately getting at is that the first of the 100 videos that I posted in this 100 video journey was one about some changes that had happened in my life and how I was going to get back into making content. And that's exactly what I did, and there's something really important here. It's sort of difficult to express because I don't want to make this all about money. It's not, but I needed the money. For just about the first time, I had to make content because I had to make money because I had to pay rent. This was not my situation in pretty much any time frame prior to now. I wanted the money to some degree. I needed it, but I wasn't gonna die without it. It was just an extra. It was one of my revenue streams, and I wasn't going to fail because I had all the others. But I just found myself out on my own. I had to pay rent, and I sort of had to start over really quickly. And I cannot express in words how absolutely amazing it is and how thankful I am that this was here to fall back on. And it's crazy. I mean, it's a little bit unnatural, I think. Like most human beings you're gonna interact with and have dinner with, you can't explain this. I mean, I think you guys know because a lot of you have watched this through line, this story, my life in the last several years. But otherwise, I don't talk about it. You guys must be my therapist because you guys understand if I go to gaming conventions and stuff or whatever where some friends are, they'll understand, and I'll talk to them on the phone and I'll feel understood. But it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And so I want to say, first and foremost, the absolute biggest thank you to you guys for the support and for putting up with me when I try new things. Because every time I've quit YouTube and come back, it's always for me like most of the time I'm not gonna do it unless I find an interesting way to do it, right? Something to interest me, to keep my head in the game, etc., etc. And so like this time I really wanted to give streaming a try, which is interesting because just days before I started this YouTube channel, my main thing I was trying at that time was to just stream on Facebook Gaming when that was new. I did it with my buddy Patrick. And so I said, okay, this time let's do it on Twitch. Let's try it for real. Let's try to get some subs. Let's see if we can replace some of the income I might need with, Twitch subs from Twitch. And that's been an interesting journey. It really has. And I'm not making this video to talk about it. Go sub to that if you want to, if that sounds interesting. But that sort of brings me to another point, which is, can I continue the daily videos? Sorry, had to tend to the baby. He just woke up. Can I continue the daily videos? I can. Yes, I'm nowhere near the exhausted, tired, exacerbated, drained level I was after nearly 800 daily videos. There's a certain set of muscle memory skills that kick in when you're doing daily video, remembering how to get just the right amount of footage to not be left high and dry the next morning. I got back into that after a week of struggling to figure it out. That was cool. And, I've brought this up in live streams in the past, but like one of the most wildly successful YouTubers on YouTube, Casey Neistat, years of daily videos and having great success with it. It's funny because I've listened to him talk about that experience and how it goes. And I've always just felt like, man, I feel understood. I feel like he knows exactly what's up, man. He knows exactly what is up. Even though I didn't have a small percentage of the success in terms of numbers that he did, there's just not a lot of people that post daily content. There's obviously a handful of them that do that successfully on YouTube, but I like it. I really do. But what happened last time that I do feel setting in this time is just like, man, I want to go make that polished video, right? I want to go to 20 Goodwills within a 100-mile radius of this place and make one of these big flashy videos like I used to make when I lived in Arizona. But like, there's no way to take a whole day off to do that and not interrupt this daily schedule. And a younger me would have said, well, I'll just start another channel and post the polished ones there, the daily ones there, and keep the polished ones on here. All these things that I've done that too often, and it's not worked out. I've learned my lesson the hard way. Starting another channel is not it. But how do I do it? I don't know the answer. I do not have the answer whatsoever. And so I do think in the very near future, I'm about to change it up. I've been talking about it a little bit. I want to start doing, maybe I keep it a daily frequency, but then a couple days of the week, I just do a live stream making something like this, and that serves the daily content. I like that. I've thought about that a bunch, but even that doesn't really free me up. I really would like to go back to just posting once a week and make a handful of just super polished videos, But I mean, I'll just be honest. I'll just be transparent with you guys. That's going to sort of put me in jeopardy with rent and, this new track I'm on in life. So it's not the best idea to do it. I can't just quit the daily videos cold turkey right now. So, maybe I decide my goal is to make it to 200 videos, and then I'll make that change. Because honestly, if I continue on the trajectory I'm at, because, I can look at where I came from, where I'm going. By the time I get to another 100 videos, I'm sure all of the things I've been building in place to create financial stability, since I've had to start over, will be in a place where I can confidently step away from the daily videos for a hot minute. And this is such a difficult thing because sometimes I feel like it's oversharing when I try to explain these things. Sometimes I feel like it's oversharing what I'm about to explain, but then sometimes I also feel like it's not, and I think some of you would find it interesting, but I am incapable of really expressing the totality of it, okay? I did daily videos 800 days, and now I've done it another 100 days, and there are patterns that are continuously there. There's about 2,000 of you that are just homies. Just you, if I'm going to post it, you're going to watch it, and that's cool. And I cannot express, I will never figure out how to express how thankful I am for you guys. But what happens every time I get into a pattern, viewership finds some sort of landing ground to even out at, and it stays there and growth doesn't go up. Like, I feel like I can post daily videos at this level for the next couple years, and it'll just stay that way. And that's a mix of a reality of the algorithm, but also a reality of what I know I have time to do and what I can do, what I'm capable of. There's just no questions about it. Casey Neistat, the thing that made him infinitely more successful than any of us could dream of is that he just didn't sleep for those years. He posted daily videos. He, even self-admittedly, was not great in his relationships and doing the best he should with his children and, you know, things like this. And he made choices, you know, for the success, as successful people often do. And so in that cloud of decision making and stuff, like I know exactly what I can do, and it's cool. It's cool for now. It's been cool to help me get out of the rut I was in, et cetera, et cetera. But I need more. And if I get to a point where, because of my kid, et cetera, I got to go get a full-time, regular, normie job, I'll do that. I would prefer to continue on this path and do something like this. For sure, but I have no qualms if it doesn't work out. So that being said, the ultimate point I'm trying to make is I'm definitely about to change things about this channel. It's not going to become a gaming channel. The thrifting, reselling stuff's not just going to go away. But I got to find a way to transition into whatever the next period of my life is, because as infinitely thankful as I am that I had this to fall back on, I had you guys having my back, I need more. Not from you, but just I need more from this platform, or I've got to find something else. And I've got ideas. I got ideas out the wazoo, right? Like I've known since the day that shorts started, the day that shorts were available on YouTube, Retro Rick told me, you better start posting these and doing a good job. This is what growth is going to be like on this channel. And obviously he was ultimately right. And obviously that helped his channel a little ways into there being shorts available on YouTube. He pointed out how much infinite growth Phoenix Resale had because of his shorts. And even at that point, I went out and made a short and didn't make any more. I've just never been great at staying on top of these latest trends. I'm just not that. I want to be that guy. I probably thought I was 7 years ago whenever I started this, but I'm not the best at that. And so I need to do better at it. And so part of me wants to take a bunch of my old footage and start re-editing some videos. This is just one idea of dozens, of hundreds, how I might do things. And you know, I've got some really fantastic thrift hauls that would cut into really good shorts and would grow me on this platform. And hopefully if I post them on Instagram and stuff like that, grow me on those as well. And that opens another door to like me reposting some old content with modern commentary and matching it with other modern finds and you know, compilations of my best ones, stuff like this. I don't know. It's stuff that channels not too dissimilar to mine do and have success with. But if you've got any other ideas like that, comment them below. You guys, you could probably go put a hour-long video together of my 1,000 videos I post on this channel of me asking you guys what you think, and there is a through line of me definitely being, if not getting an idea from you guys, definitely being inspired by your ideas. So comment your thoughts below. I always do and always will appreciate anyone who takes time to give input to my day. So, but other than that, it will continue on the same for now as I just go like this and keep an eye out for like what I need to do next. That's where I'm at right now. I've had people very close to me that I trust to the highest degree and believe in to the highest degree, and that believe in me. I've had them ask me, what's your plan? What does 40 look like? What's the 20-year plan? You know, these responsible questions. And my best answer lately has just been, I don't know, but I'm open to it. I feel like just as I stumbled into this YouTube thing with a little bit of precognition, but mostly with an openness to the universe, I feel I'm not that spiritual of a being, but I feel still mentally capable to grab it whenever it goes by and follow the new path. And I'm openly looking for it now. So hopefully you guys get to watch me find it, because I'm ready for the next step, the next evolution, the next change, the next fun time, whatever it is. And that's it. That's all I've got to say. Thank you for listening to this 100th video rant. Thank you for anything. If it's a like, if you watched half the video, didn't even get to this, thank you anyways. If you're just a casual viewer that checks in every couple weeks, thank you. If you're a ride or die homie, thank you. Either way, we are going to continue daily videos here for the foreseeable future. So I definitely want to see you back here tomorrow. Definitely plan on coming to our live stream to talk more about this Sunday night, 8:30 Eastern. I'll probably live stream before then, maybe, hopefully, with something a little more creative, but we'll see. Either way, I'm going to see you guys soon, and until then, peace out.